So we continue our chapter on describing motion. We are coming to the concept of acceleration. You know, when you travel and you sit down on a scooter, and you know there is a sound of acceleration I teach to the students. Like that. So this is a sound of acceleration. That means if there is a sound like this, that means the body is going with uniform velocity. Its speed doesn't change. When you are going on a long drive on a very uncrowded road, that means a very a road which is clear with traffic, then you move with very nice and uniform velocity, no acceleration. That means you are traveling with, say for example, a speed of 50 km/h for almost 2 hours, zero acceleration. The body is traveling but the speed does not change. That is the first thing. But you see, when you sit down with a bus driver and he just starts, then he will go Then some of these youngsters who get the motorcycle first time in their hand, what do? So that is acceleration. There is change in velocity, and that is why the engine is speeding up, the rotation of the wheels are increasing, and then because of the more rotations the vehicle will cover more distance. So that is what is acceleration. So I will teach you acceleration numerically also. First, the definition of acceleration is change in velocity per unit time. Change in velocity per unit time. That means acceleration is change in velocity divided by time. That means suppose a body travels, a body changes its velocity from 50 meter per second to 80 meter per second, 50 meter per second to 80 meter per second. That means the velocity is changed by 80 minus 50, that is 30 meter per second, and it is telling change in velocity. So change in velocity is 30 meter per second divided by the time it takes, 10 seconds. So 30 by 10 is 3 meter per second, and another second is because of time. So the unit of acceleration is meter per second square. So let us see change in velocity. So what happens? The final velocity here was what? The final velocity was 80 and the initial velocity was 50 divided by 10. Now here there was meter per second for both, and here there is second. So acceleration is 30 by 10, that is equal to 3 meter per second square. We often write this as 3 meter second minus 2. So then because of this equation we get to a formula, change in velocity, that means final velocity minus initial velocity. So final velocity we take as v and initial velocity we take as u. So and time we take as t. Let us put it t over here. So time is t. So acceleration is v minus u by t. Can I once more hear it? What is v? V is final velocity. What is u? U is initial velocity. What is t? T is time. So I once again take the numerical one by one. So the first case, I'll take down the data. V is 80 meter per second, u is 30 meter per second, and time is 3 seconds. So we get 80 minus 50, u is 50 meter, u is 50 meter per second. So we get 80 minus 50. So 80 minus 50 by 10, that is 30 by 10. 30 by 10 is 3 meter per second square. So now we get to the next question, that is question number 2. So we take the final velocity. In this case, a truck changes velocity from 36 km/h to 90 km/h in 5 seconds. Now see, here there is km/h and here there is seconds. So I have to convert. So we will be 90 km/h, but I can change it into meter per second by multiplying with this factor. So final velocity will be equal to 25 meter per second. 18 5s and 5 5s are 25. Similarly, initial velocity will be how much? Let us check in this question. 36 km/h. Okay, and 5 by 18. So this will be also equal to 10 meter per second. So now I can easily get 25 minus 10 v minus u by t. Let us see how much time it has taken. It has taken 5 seconds. So 15 minus for 25 minus 10 is 15 by 5, that is 3 meter per second square. Remember, unit of acceleration is velocity by time, so meter per second by second is meter per second square. Now that means you remember there is a conversion factor over here. Kilometer per hour has to be changed into meter per second because the time unit is seconds. Now here a cyclist starts from rest. So there is a hint given. Question number 3, cyclist starts from rest. That means his initial velocity is 0. Then and changes its velocity to 72 km per hour in 5 seconds. So 72, the final velocity is 72 into 5 by 18. So 20 meter per second. Now time. Let us see time. Time he took was in 5 seconds. So 5 seconds. So acceleration will be equal to v minus u by t. So that will be equal to 20 minus 0 by 5. So this means 4 meter per second square. This is how we go about acceleration. So now we go to question number 4. So I am doing it over here. A body traveling with a velocity of 90 km per hour. So initial velocity is 90 into 5 by 18. So initial velocity is 25 meter per second. Applies brakes and comes to rest. So its final velocity will be 0. Time is 5 seconds. Okay, then it is easy. Acceleration is equal to v minus u by t. So acceleration is negative 5 meter per second square. So negative means what? Negative means the body is retarding. If they would have asked retardation, so you put only 5 meter per second. Retardation is equal to 5. But as soon as you put acceleration, so it's negative acceleration because the body is slowing down. That is there. Now we can convert this formula as, let us see, we can convert this formula as A is equal to v minus u by t. This t goes this side, so v minus u is equal to at, and v is equal to u plus at. So you can get a formula this way also, and this is known as, so these all are actually different presentation of first equation of motion. This is a user friendly equation, and this also is user friendly equation depending upon what is asked. Now final velocity is asked in the last question. A body traveling with an initial velocity of 5 meter per second. So question number 5, they are asking final velocity. So the formula for final velocity is v is equal to u plus at. So initial velocity is given as, a body is traveling with an initial velocity of 5 meter per second. Okay, it accelerates at a rate of 3 meter per second square for 10 seconds. So a is 3 and time is 10. So 5 plus 3 10 is 30. That means it is 35 meter per second. After 10 seconds it will be traveling at a speed of 35 meter per second. So that's all, children. Hope you have understood. Rewind and zoom the camera, zoom it all the time. You need to zoom if you want to have a specific area of interest, and you will be able to solve. Rewind 2-3 times, pause, slow down. That is what is the advantage of studying when you are studying through a video lesson. Thank you so much.